How it begins. Okay, here we go. Okay, it's honesty, y'all. But y'all ain't gotta like it. Just appreciate the artwork because it's honest. For years, I have lived my life in a cage, and I declare this is not fair. This is suffocating me. I cannot breathe for this time. I've cleared the air from all the hurt and the pain, the fake smiles, the true frowns that we have been through. And yet to grow, I'm going to put this baggage down. So this is my ode to you. Once again, you done picked your hand. Showing the world how you are merely just a fraction of a man. See, you should have to live a life of consolidated solitude, and with the seeds that you have sown, that's all you are entitled to in acrimonious society. Await you at your enemy. How do I know this? Let's take the start. Let's try at the beginning. In my early years, I was raised by an alcoholic single mother on welfare. And as I recall, you were hardly ever there. So reciprocity fills your faith. And your father, he pulled your weight. You are so selfishly self-centered. I bet you never even thought to imagine the type of burden, the costly tax that is. He having to care for, support his seed, offspring, for you chose to be a worthless, shiftless piece of shit. Now, see, some would say that they did it because they loved them or how much they care. But see, the facts flow fluid, and honestly, it is guilt that lives there. Oh my God, when we're under such series, how could I ever utter? Well, in the truth, there is lies. And see, your mom, she never liked my mom. Possibly she was so sorely disconcerted with whom you were. She was busy thinking, wishing, wanting for you to pursue a more worthy suitor. For you could never do better than she knew me. The world would be a darker place without her. But independently, she waged joyously, never speaking ill about you. Rhonda Ali, remembering my mother, she is not perfect. And if you know her, she is very flawed. But when you go up there and you screamed and you ran, like pillars, she stood tall. She set the standard, the balance, the structure that makes my life the phenom that it is. But with the dog for a father, be the wonder I'm a bitch. I mean, this mess, anarchy, turmoil was the first quarter of my life. It so unshackle me. I must be free. It's best I start my genesis. So go ahead, sit there and look dumbfounded. Like you know not what I speak about. But it was you who loaded the revolver that murdered me from the inside out. All right, baby, calm down. Don't you cry. Don't yell. Don't scream. Don't shout. But hold on, where you going? I've been holding this in for 25. Wish you could do it to me, yeah? Teddy, where were you? Where were you? I was first about an inch 5, and you were farther than me, digging out my soul. You should have been there, viciously protecting me. But you were somewhere drunk or high or flow, or maybe you were busy womanizing, capitalizing on the emotions of those broken women, loose women, mentally unstable women. You see, y'all call them hoes. And you do this, never stopping to think that possibly, maybe she had a daddy like me. No, yeah, for the record, fuck your child support. I thought we rarely ever had it. See, fatherhood cannot be counted present via submitted absentee ballots. So let's keep us 2 on 13 now, and your life moves on. And mommy's still holding it down, and daddy's still gone. It was 84 degrees from the day. I was just walking home after school. See, I had to pick up my blouse from my homegirl's house, and she lived between Oxford and Rule, and we were never allowed to speak on his indiscretions, although we knew and that made us close. But it hurt our hearts when the other children teased us, saying, your daddy is a smoker, your daddy is a smoker, your daddy is a smoker. See, let me clarify to you what it was that I just said. I want you to feast your very eyes on the byproducts of a drunkard and a crackhead. My brothers and sisters, you are not your circumstance. But I digress, so let me stop, and I'm going to pick my thoughts back up at the clock. Now, as I was walking down the alley that day, I felt this chill move up my spine. All while hearing a quiet Indian tires approaching. From behind it, there was the smell of the rubber and the creak of the wheels on the gravel rock. So y'all paralyzed there, I stood in shock, my heart about to stop, and then quickly out the car rushed this man. He said, hey, he said, your name Reagan? I said, yes, why not in my head? So unsure, yet very slow, although I wondered why in the world he would ever want Then he said, I'm a friend with Daddy. Takes my arm and grabs it and said, you feeling now? And his daddy, he's got a very bad habit. And he sent to me $450 already this month, and I be willing to the kids get a delinquency and some head is out the wall. And then he steps closer as I see digging into my backwards defenses chain link spin. I jerk away as I begin to pray to the wind to carry my feet that detestable day, and that's just a little taste. Y'all fill in the blanks and you trust me, hon. That story there, it is far from done, and I say this. For any man refusing to see the wrong that goes on when you neglect your home, I think this for my sisters, any sister with a story like me who validated her past by selling her treats, just take my hand and trust me. You can be free. You don't have to settle for being the dope man's trophy. You better get your true worth. So short yourself no longer. If you embrace your fears, they'll make you stronger. And you... And this is for my little princesses. Even though Daddy's not around, please turn that frown upside down. For your season will come, baby girl, if you just wait a while. And my therapy is in your perpetual smile. And you will never have to lie, cheat, scheme, or hook if you're properly educated. So you better hit them books. This is for my young brothers raised by single parents, mothers. Never disrespect her. You cherish her. You love her. You harbor no malice against negligent daddy. You better thank him, for he showed you what you are going to be. And through it all, she remains just beautiful to me. And although technically I may not be the very best, you must realize that I want for nothing. I can attest to hurting for even less. And I can now travel at the pace of 550,000 knots. I breathe 50,000 feet under the ground. And yet I dive 55,000 feet under the water, and I will still hear every sound, and I fly way high out of your atmosphere, and daily I conquer my fears, and oh, let me not neglect or forget to mention that I can now see through these fears. See, life has a way of dismissing your spine, enabling you to stand. But I snatched mine back December the 1st, 1983, dates the very first verse of the Superwoman into my father. Your transgressions, they are not you. But I conclude that I'm going to be me and you're going to be you. And being true that we can never, ever, ever begin anew. And although you're not remorseful, I still forgive you and you've been released. Yeah, I fucked it up because I'm on one right now. That's my case.